Yes, please write yes in the chat box. Guys, if I'm audible, please write yes so that I can understand and we can continue with the session. Great. Thanks, Satish. Hi, welcome to this session by TimesPro. So in this session, we will be discussing how you guys can eventually start your career in the banking sector and work with some of the prestigious private sector banks of India. Before we start off, I just want to understand which language you guys are comfortable with. It's Hindi, English, or both. If you guys can help me. Okay. Satish is saying Hindi, English, Kannada. Also, please type in the cities from where you guys have joined. That will help me to understand the mix of this crowd. Okay. Okay. If my screen is visible, team, please let me know. Please write yes if my screen is visible. Great. So since the majority of you are essentially from Karnataka and southern region, so I will be continuing in English. So we will also have a Q&A session once this presentation is over. So whatever doubts, queries you have, please hold on to that. We'll have good 10-15 minutes of Q&A session as well. So how many of you have heard of the Times Group or Times Pro to be specific? So just to give us a brief background, so we are a part of the Times Group, which is essentially one of the biggest media conglomerates of India, right? So we have other brands. Some of these brands you already are aware of, like the Femina, Times Now, Times of India, Magic Breaks, right? So apart from these, the Times Group also has one more company which essentially caters to the higher education and skilling of Indian youth, that is called TimesPro. Okay. Now, since we are into essentially the skilling industry, so we have a lot of our hiring partners who essentially come to us and hire our trained students. So you can see a lot of the hiring partners are from the BFSI sector. Mm. So every year, thousands of students are getting trained by us, and at the end, they are also getting the placement opportunities with these prestigious banks and other insurance companies. Now, this is a question which I would like to ask to the attendees of this session. Now, when you guys think of starting your career, I am assuming that majority of you are freshers or in the early stages, that is for 1 or 2 years of experience. So, what do you expect from your career? If you can just write in the chat box. So, whenever you guys are starting your career, what expectations do you have? Anyone? Satish is saying starting package should be somewhere around 23K per month. Okay, great. Great that you have some kind of an expectation. It would be great if you can match that. Anyone else? Harish, what are your expectations when you look to start your career? Okay. So when we essentially look to start our career, we look at a couple of things. One, we should start off our career with a good brand name, right? We should get a decent salary as a fresher. There should be a job stability, and we should get ample growth opportunities, right? Now, the only sector in India which can essentially provide all these four and even more is the banking sector, right? Because, see, first of all, working in a bank is a very prestigious thing. How many people you know are currently working in a good bank like an HDFC or an ICICI bank? Secondly, when we talk about the stability, right? So banking sector gives you the best stability as far as the career path is concerned. Because see, every year we get to hear a lot of layoffs happening across sectors, be it an IT, be it FMCG, be it anything. But have you heard anywhere that HDFC Bank or an ICICI Bank has laid off people? We have never heard that. When recession happens, all the industries, all the sectors get affected except the banking sector. So banking sector will provide you with a good stability. Second, I would say a lot of news are recently coming out about the work-life balance in the corporate sector, right? People are being overworked. There are some pretty sad news as well that some people have committed suicides. Now, everyone is aware of the working nature of a bank, right? It's a 9 to 5 job. You get your alternate Saturdays off. And as far as the holidays are concerned, you know that in all the public holidays, banks remain shut. So when we talk about a good work-life balance, BFS sector does provide you with that. Second is the growth opportunities, right? We have to understand when does a sector provide you with growth opportunities. When the sector is booming, only then there will be ample growth opportunities. Now look at the banking sector. Look at India per se. The population of India is increasing day by day. So more and more people will be needing banking services. So the banking sector in India is growing year on year at 31%. And that's why anyone who is a part of the banking sector will have tremendous growth opportunities. And when we talk about a decent salary to start, so banking sector is the only sector which is essentially giving freshers around 2.85 lakhs per annum to start off with. If you look at some of the engineering students who are joining the IT companies, they are not even getting 2.85. They are getting somewhere around 2.2, 2.3. So if you start your career in the banking sector, you can easily expect to get around 2.85 lakhs per annum, apart from the incentives which the roles deliver. So this slide essentially talks about why banking sector is essentially one of the best paying sectors in India, because year on year the banking sector in India is going or growing at 31%. Right now, when a sector is growing at a such huge pace, so that sector also needs huge amount of employees to service the customers. So that's an opportunity which you guys need to tap into. Now, with each opportunity the banking sector provides, it also faces an unique challenge. The challenge is lack of skilled manpower. So initially, if you had talked to any of your parents or their relatives or your uncles, if they had worked in a bank previously, they would say that they would join a bank, the bank would train them for good 6, 8 months, and then they would be deployed. Gone are those days. Now banks require people who already have some understanding of the banking sector, because the banks now expect you to perform and deliver from day one. So yes, the banking sector does have a huge number of opportunities, but their challenge is that they are not getting quality people. They are not getting people who have a thorough understanding of the banking sector. Now here, TimesPro has essentially come up with a solution which will help you to get into the banking sector and start your career. The solution is our most comprehensive program in banking, which is called Banking Pro. Now, how this program will essentially help you? First, we will be training you on all the nitty-gritties of the banking sector. We will be giving you an industry-ready training, and this program comes with assured placement opportunity. So I will explain that in a bit later, part of this presentation. So as far as the program is concerned, what are the things you're going to learn? You are going to learn about the liabilities of the bank. What are the liabilities of a bank? Like what is a current account, what is a savings account, what is an FD, what is an RD. But you will also learn the financial planning, the wealth management. You will learn about what is an NRI banking, the types of NRI bankings. You will also learn about the home loans, the car loans, etc. And the most important part, as a part of this curriculum, we are not only training you on the banking sector, giving you knowledge of the banking sector, but a good old part of the training is focused on your grooming as well. So we will be helping you with the interview preparation. We will be helping you in building your resume. We will be helping you in how to communicate during your interviews. What are the things you should focus on? Or what are the kind of questions an interviewer will be asking? All those things, all those interview prep sessions will be done by us. And apart from this, the NISM certification, which is essentially needed if you are looking to get into a wealth management kind of a profile or a financial kind of a profile, it is also covered as a part of this training curriculum. So this is a completely online training. It is 80% live, it is 80% recorded video option and 20% will be live online sessions, which are taken by our faculties. This is the duration is 2 months, and the best part of this training session is that you don't have to wait for 2 months to be eligible for the placements. Post your first month is done. From that point of time, you will be getting interview opportunities from the banks. And this program comes with a 5 guaranteed job interview. So TimesPro was founded in 2013. So it's been more than 10 years. We have trained more than 10,000 people. What we have seen in our experience is that anyone who is completing the program, attending the sessions, attending the interview prep, that person doesn't even take 5 interviews to crack an opportunity. If you are giving 100% in attending the sessions, interacting with the faculties, in the max 1 or 2 interview opportunities, you will be able to crack one. Now, what are the kind of roles you can expect as a fresher? So, see, these are the kind of banks which come to us regularly for their hiring requirements. We have specific partnerships with these banks like HDFC, Axis Bank, ES Bank, IDFC First, ICICI, right? So we have positions from a sales option to even to some extent some operations role as well. The salary which these banks offer to a fresher is up to 2.85 lakhs. If you are an experienced professional having 1 or 1.5 years of experience in the banking sector, you can expect a decent hike as well. Now, anyone within the age limit of 30 years is eligible for this program. So if your age is within 30 years, you can easily enroll for the program. And once you complete the program, you can get placed in one of the prestigious banks of India. Now, coming to your career trajectory, right? So currently, as a fresher or as a person who has maybe 1 year of experience, you will be joining in sales and service part, right? Now, post that, if you have spent around 3 to 4 years in this organization in the same sector, you can expect to get to a position of a senior manager or that of a deputy branch manager. So you can expect your salary to start off from around 2.85 lakhs. And in 2 to 3 years, depending on your performance, it can be more than double. right? So this is the only sector which gives you this kind of a growth opportunity. If you talk to any of your friends or any of your family members who are in other sectors, you can ask them how many of them have eventually doubled their CTC in 2 to 3 years. No one, because average percentage of hike in India in other sectors is around 10 to 12%. So if you show decent performance in 2 to 3 years time, you can have a chance of doubling your CTC. Now, how can you essentially enroll for this program? So first, post this presentation is over, post this session is over, our team is going to reach out to you. They will be doing a basic eligibility check, right? Whether you're eligible for the program, if you're essentially within the age limit, as simple as that. If you are eligible for the program, then a nominal program fee has to be submitted. Then we will be proceeding with the documentation part, where you have to provide us with your 10, 12 graduation mark sheets, right? Post that, you will be enrolling for the program by making the fees payment. Then you will be added to our batch. You will be completing the training with your peers, and post the training is complete, we will be helping you with 5 guaranteed job opportunities. This is how the entire structured admission process till placement will look like, right? Now coming to the fees. So the fees is only 20,000 plus taxes. The admission fee will be 5,000, which you can pay through your credit card, debit card, anything. The remaining 15,000, for that either you can go for a one-shot payment, or if needed, we have easy EMI options available as well. So the program advisor who will be in touch with you, that person will be able to help you out with all the options which are available with us. The program fees is only 20,000 plus taxes. Post that, you can easily expect a package in the range of 2.85 lakhs. So whatever you are paying as a part of your program fees is something which you can recover in the first month of your job as well. So think of this as an investment on your career, because the knowledge which you will be gaining as a part of this curriculum will be staying back with you for your lifetime. Because in the long run, even once you change your job, maybe after 1 year, 2 years, the learning which you are having as a part of this curriculum, the learning which you'll be having as a part of the job, that will stay back with you for your lifetime. So think of it as an investment, and think of the salary, the career as a return on that investment, right? So if you guys have any questions, please ask me in the chat box. Please put forward your questions. Any questions, Tim? You can also reach out to one of our program advisors, Zayed, over a mail, WhatsApp, or you can also call him for any further doubts or queries you guys might have. However, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. You can write in the chat window. Any questions? Any questions? Anything on how you can get into the banking sector? Great. If you don't have any questions, so you can essentially reach out to our advisor, Zayed Wagad, or anyways, our team will be connecting with you to understand if any further queries or doubts you have post attending this session. Okay. So whatever doubts or queries you have, either you can essentially talk to your program advisor, get them resolved, or whatever guidance you need as far as your career is concerned, how to start your career in banking, what are the options you can have given your educational background, all will be taken up by our team. Okay. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for joining. And any doubt you have, please feel free to WhatsApp on this number, call on this number, or mail on this number, email ID. The team will eventually reach out to you.